The lake is closer today. I'm at my hot spring spot. Check it out. Look at that. Oh, there it is. Before there's like a nice little substantial stream that goes out, but I guess with the snow melting, it's going to devour my little spot here. But it's still nice and hot, nice and warm. I'm really tired and thirsty and hungry. I forgot what I was gonna say. The dry fasting, that's what I was gonna talk about. Dry fasting. So for years, 25 years ago ish, I was 18, 19 years old, I discovered natural healing, and the teacher that I studied under, oh jeez, am I talking about dry fasting or being a vegan? Both, I guess, because dry fasting saved me from being a vegan in large part, at least healed what veganism broke. So, the School of Natural Healing here in Springville, Utah, Dr. Christopher was my first teacher in natural healing, and he recommended as the healthiest diet the vegan diet. And thank goodness I had his guidance, really, because I really feel like I was able to last as long as I did because I followed his advice on how to do that, which incorporated plant fats and fermented foods, etc. So it was a far more balanced diet and approach, and a lot of superfood things incorporated, is natural supplements like blackstrap molasses, unsulfured, of course all the algae and that kind of business, olive oil, various nuts and things. But he did teach, which I appreciate because it's something I still implement in my life today, to eat locally produced things. So if it grows and is produced in the near vicinity of where you live, then it's going to acclimate and prepare your body for that environment. Where he, of course, got it. Did he get it wrong, or did I just do it wrong? As far as, I swear, he's even recommending a vegan diet in winter, which he says eat with the seasons, but in winter, obviously there's no plants. So I guess that's where the preserved plants would have been recommended by him. Anyways, 15 years of that nearly killed me, and I was 60 pounds overweight and like dying, super depressed because I felt like shit. And if you want to know what I did, look at what he recommends. That's what I did. I can't even remember all of it because it's irrelevant to my life now, and I would not do that again. So, and he did recommend like juice fasts, water fasts, that kind of thing, which I did not do very regularly, but I did do them. He recommended to do a 3-day juice fast every month. I did not do that. The juice fast that he recommended just made you explosive and constantly going to the bathroom, pain, like it was horrible. It's just literally horrible. So very painful and uncomfortable, and yes, I did do them throughout the year, but not once a month. That was just like more than I could handle. I was frightened every time after doing one to do it again. But I would say that most likely the reason, well, it wasn't most likely, the reason why those fasts were so difficult to do and the diet is because it's, you know, very high in sugars. You know, all plants are carbohydrates, and the juice obviously is super concentrate. So it made me totally hypoglycemic and just like completely messed up my kidneys, gave me adrenal fatigue, etc. So I just kept thinking like what all vegans do is that I wasn't doing it right, or I was whatever, and I keep tweaking and tweaking. I even got to the point of looking at fruitarianism and all that business. But fruits like hurt my mouth if I eat too many, and so I couldn't ever eat the amount that was being recommended, thank goodness, because I would have lost all my freaking teeth at that point, being that I had already depleted myself so terribly on the vegan diet for 15 years. So anyways, the point is I discovered Weston A. Price. Well, first I discovered the Bulletproof diet guy, which he got his idea and just destroyed it from Weston A. Price. I mean, talk about supplement addict. Jeez, no. I bought the supplements. And okay, so the first non-vegan thing I did was, and of course as a vegan with adrenal fatigue, I was drinking coffee, which is not local to my area, but I didn't give an F because I needed to get up and take care of my kids. So the first non-vegan thing I did, which like freaking was amazing, and I was like, oh my god, I am pissed because I'd been lied to, obviously, which was to have a bulletproof coffee, which is, I just got like half a stick of butter and put it in my coffee and blended it up, and I was on fire that day for like half the day. I don't even think I ate because I was overweight, and so I wanted to lose weight, but I was so hypoglycemic and hangry all the time that I couldn't skip meals or, you know, cut calories. But with the bulletproof coffee, then I could skip meals, right? So that first day, like I ate dinner or whatever, and of course, since the coffee was so mind-blowing and made me feel so instantly amazing, like I was freaking high off that shit, and it was the butters, the freaking butter, and so then I looked into other things he was recommending. So I had like, I went and got a steak and put butter on it and had some veggies on the side with butter on them, and it was great. I was on fire, and I was like, holy crap, I found the answer to everything, and oh my god, why did I think that veganism was the answer to everything when Dr. Christopher was a freaking Mormon, and I was not. I mean, I'm born into the shit and manipulated into being baptized, but I didn't believe in any of the crap, even when I was being baptized. So why do I listen to this goofy guy? Well, the reason why I listened to him is because, he was super sweet and amazing in appearance. Anyways, I never actually met the fellow, but like on the videos and everything, he just seemed so great. And he looked like shit, but, you know, I just thought he was old, and then you're supposed to look like that when you're old and stuff. And
he was saying that people were being healed from terrible things that the medical system can't heal people from, and it was all just hearsay. Like, I was a freaking idiot, like everybody else is. I mean, most everybody else. We never say everyone, because then I get lectured. Like, we can use a little common sense. What a freaking mean, people. Anyways, sorry, I don't care. But it's near goddamn everyone. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like, the shit's like out of control. I really have never met anyone that was like discerning, to be honest. Everyone's just like buys on one thing or goddamn another. They're being told either by someone they decide they respect and look up to, or the media, and they just blindly gulp, 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 gulp words out of someone's face, which is what? Noise out of someone's face. This that's coming out of my face right now is noise. It's just nonsense noise. And you have to discern for yourself if it's ringing true for you or not, with, thinking and using your brain and your own intuition and whatever, right? All the ways that you can do that. So, for like 3 weeks, I was like on fire, and then all of a sudden, I just like, again, and I was like, no, because that had happened to me before with all the different variations of vegan diet that I'd tried. Like, I'd feel fantastic for 2 weeks, and then again, oh man, so this isn't the answer. When I thought this is it, this is the answer, like, yeah. So I thought that was happening again, even though this time it lasted 3 weeks compared to 2 weeks. So it was a slight improvement. And then, so I was just like bummed out because I thought I'd found the answer, which was to reintroduce and consume animal products. And then I was just begging the ethers and the universe and my guides and my angels and whatever, which is how I'd gotten to the healing point that I'd gotten to so far. So it was a good go-to. And I came across some videos on some people talking about eating raw meat, and then I was searching further about raw meat, and I ran across Weston A. Price. Then he studied the wild people's diets, and then I was like, oh, my brain damage, obvious. Like, I was really into wild people ways. Why didn't it occur to me to like mimic their freaking diet? So then I looked into what they were recommending, and implemented that, and with that I lost 30 pounds and was on fire again, like immediately. The first meal, like all I did was add sauerkraut to my meat and veggies with butter, and my body just needed that to be able to digest the animal fat, because I wasn't acclimated to digesting animal fat. And that something about the fermented veggies solved whatever problem I was having. So I was on fire. I was on fire doing that shit. 6 months or whatever it was, a year, I don't even know. And so I was really happy with the progress that my body had made. I hadn't, lost all the weight that I knew I needed to lose, or had to lose, had available to lose. But I just thought, well, I guess, I'm just too stretched out, and too much loose skin from being fat and having no babies, and I'm gonna go talk to a plastic surgeon, see if we can just get the shit cut off, and like maybe inject some fat in my boobs, etc. And so I went, oh my god, and of course they make it seem way worse than it is, and then the mirrors just make it look freaking worse. Anyways, I was very seriously contemplating doing that, and I asked on a post to my friends on Facebook what their opinion was, what their experience was. And a female that I know, well, I don't know, but it looks pretty evident that she did get breast implants, which is, whatever. I don't want foreign objects in my body, personally, but I did want to fill in the boobs a little bit at the time. And so the fat injection seemed to make sense to me, since I had spare fat to, get rid of in certain areas, and I could put it in where I wanted it. And this female's like, don't do it. All you need to do is dry fast. Just do dry fasting. And I was like, what? Isn't that dangerous? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? So she linked me some videos, and then that fellow said the things that I need to hear to know that it was definitely not dangerous. And so, what he said that made total sense to me, and then I used my own discernment, common sense, coupled with it, which was that, like, in every fat cell is not just fat, there's also water, and there's nutrients, like there's everything that you need to sustain life. So when you dry fast, it actually stimulates and triggers your body to burst open the fat cells to get the water to hydrate you so you don't die of starvation, of dehydration, right? So they say you can go like a substantial amount of time without food, but you can only go 3 days without water. Well, that's bullshit if you're fat. Like, if you're a freaking super toothpick, then I could say that you're probably not going to be dead in 3 days for sure, but you're going to be hurting a little bit. It's going to suck a D. Like right now, I don't have like a ton of fat, but I got a little. So I dry fast. Well, and then I do soft dry fast by getting into, obviously I'm in water right now. So I've been dry fasting since today's Tuesday. Sunday night at 9 p.m.-ish is when I had my last meal. And now it's Tuesday 4-ish p.m. However many hours that is dry fasted. And so I realized that, holy shit, that's why young people stay so great looking and healthy. It's not because they're young, it's because they accidentally dry fast, because they're so focused on like hanging out with their friends and playing and whatever. You go days without eating, you don't even remember or realize that you haven't eaten or drank anything. I'm like, ding dong, that makes so much sense. And like, when I'm super focused on a project, I'll forget, or I'll just not eat and drink because I want to finish, right? So focused. So that, like, I've already dry fasted. I just didn't realize that's what I was doing. So at the time I was remodeling this house to flip it, and so a few days later, whatever it was, I just had my regular bulletproof coffee in the morning. And then I went to work with no food, no water, which I was already doing that anyways, but usually I'd come home and eat dinner, because, I'd come home and I'd think I was hungry. So I'd eat and drink, whatever, just my normal meal. And, the meat, and the butter, veggies and shit. So, while I was taking the Bulletproof Guy's suggestion of 1 million supplements, that shit started making me sick. And I stopped. I was like, no, this doesn't seem right. Doesn't feel right. And he's looking old as F now. Fuck. It's been like 5 years since I was watching his videos, and maybe his videos were already old at that point. I don't even know. But yeah, he's looking like shit. And so that was the first time I did a 3-day dry fast. So I had that bulletproof coffee was my last thing. And then that was on Friday morning. And then on either Sunday night. Either Sunday night or Monday morning is when I had my meal. was great. I worked all of Friday, painting and whatever, remodeling stuff. Then when I came home, of course, I was tired. So instead of eating, I just went to sleep because I realized, I'm probably not hungry. All those times I've eaten, not all the times, but many of the times I've eaten thinking I was hungry. I was really just tired, and my body was just, confused, giving me hunger signals instead of just giving me tired signals, or I was misreading and whatever. And the next day I woke up and I felt great. Like my body had kicked into ketosis, right? So like I wasn't even hungry or thirsty or nothing. So I decided to do like some gardening. And I was out there from like 9 a.m. to like 3 p.m. doing whatever in the world I was doing. Digging up shit, planting shit, edging, I don't know. Things I do out there in the garden. And then I started to feel tired. So I just came in and I did very quickly wash myself off in ice cold shower. And I just do cold showers from time to time or get into freezing cold lakes and stuff. That is one of the things Dr. Christopher recommended, in fact, to do. It's good for you. And so, I've been doing that for years. Yeah. So I quickly just washed myself off the dirt and everything, the sweat, because it was hot and sweaty. It was like July-ish. It's super hot, super hot time of year. And I went to sleep and I just slept and I slept and I slept and I slept. And in the morning I woke up and again I felt great. A little bit kind of dizzy and whatever, but I felt basically fine. I was definitely alive and moving around and shit, just a little slower. And I started to have like epiphanies and emotions and spiritual stuff. Things were coming to me and I was like, wow, oh my God. And then I realized like wild people, like if we lived in our natural wild state, we wouldn't have like food and water available to us 24/7 every single freaking day. And like this is insane what they're recommending to people, that we eat 3 times a day and 8 glasses of water. They're like getting us to eat ourselves to sickness and to death. Like, oh my God, I was just like in shock and awe and like, of course, like why didn't this occur to me? Like common sense obvious. And so that was my first dry fast. It was great. And I didn't weigh myself or nothing. I just did it. And then I kept doing like basically 24-hour dry fast. So in the morning I'd have my coffee with a few strips of bacon. Probably was putting butter in at first, and then after a while I realized like I don't need it, so I didn't do it anymore. Just went like full fat milk, a little bit, whatever, with no sugar. Within like 2 months I dropped all my extra weight. I was back down to like 105. I was back down to the weight that I was to not before my son. I was at 96 pounds when I was first pregnant with him. So he was just like the tiniest little pea, right? So that I weighed 96 pounds before I got pregnant with him. And then, so I was basically 9 pounds away from where I was before I got pregnant with my first baby. And I was a friggin' toothpick. That was like a little too skinny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want muscle in my shit. Like a little more than that. So I was really happy and I felt so good, so much better. But I was definitely toothpicky. Maybe I'm toothpicky now, I don't know. But I did want to get, I don't want to be toothpick out of some muscles, so I wasn't quite sure how to go about getting that accomplished. I was kind of didn't know how to eat. I was like, the dry fasting made sense and everything, but how do I eat then? Like, because I always have food available, right? So I can't just follow my natural flow, because my natural flow is always have food available. But if I live in the wild, then, when would I have food? When wouldn't I? And how would that, like, it would never be always the same. It's not like you'd have no food for 3 days and then have food for 3 days. Like, no, it would fluctuate. It'd be different all the time. It's kind of complicated. I didn't know quite what to do. But then I got pregnant with my last little monkey. So I was doing dry fasting during the pregnancy and mostly carnivore. And when he was born, he was enormous, super healthy. But I had quite a bit of skin. He was 11 pounds, and his placenta was huge. And there was obviously loads of fluid involved, and all the extra blood. So I wasn't like that, but I had like all this extra skin. And then after his birth, I had like very stressful events happen. Where I totally burned out, and then I was probably eating too much, and I gained like 30 pounds. So, of course, dry fasting is how I've gotten rid of that, but my skin hasn't gone quite back to where it was before. But my stress levels have also been higher than they were at that time before. So that's, it's a fluctuation. It's a back and forth, and I obviously know what to do, and I'm going to do it. And, I am at 105 again, but between 100 and 105 is where I fluctuate. So now I'm weighing myself, because before I did, now I remember, I didn't weigh myself before because it was traumatizing to me, and I was always super mean to myself, and I'd weigh myself. So I just decided I'm not going to weigh myself, because if I'm not going to be nice to myself, I'm not going to weigh myself. I'm not going to be nice to myself when I look in the mirror. I'm not going to look in the freaking mirror. I refused to do anything that wasn't nice to myself, because I was very mean to myself, and I'm sure to others too. Since I had the baby, he was about 4 months old, and I somehow discovered Cole Robinson's snake juice diet guy. And the snake juice is disgusting, but of course, if I felt like I needed it, I would have it. And I did drink some, but I just figured, like, I don't have that much to lose. I'll just do dry fasting, it's fine. So that's what I've done. But do what Cole says, drink snake juice. Because apparently people had really bad consequences by not doing that, because they're doing, prolonged dry fast. Or fasting, not dry, obviously, if you're drinking the snake juice. But I was just doing, I did like 5-day dry fasts. 1, 2, 3 to 5. For some reason, 4 wasn't a thing. I just go straight to 5. But yeah, I lost everything, but the skin's really freaking hard to lose this time around. Probably just because my baby was so extra large. Like, my prior baby was 8 pounds and something, right? And so there's substantial more skin stretching out, and with my stress levels continuing to be high, because as much as I'd just love to live like Cole does, with nothing and not giving a rip, I can, but like, my kids need things. They don't need tons of things, but they enjoy things, and they want things, and I want to provide them with those things. And I don't really provide them with a ton of things, but I do to the best of my ability, and adventures and whatever. So, the main thing is I've kept my house, and to be able to pay for it, I rent rooms out, and that whole scenario has been, but I believe now it's going to mellow out, actually, because I've learned things in the past 2 years that I've been doing it, and so now I'm tweaking things. So I believe now we're going to have more, or less stress with that. So just the renting of my house, or my rooms, like most most of what I make off of that goes to pay for the house itself. So ideally, like, if I could just get rid of the freaking house, man. But then what? Like, my kids won't have anywhere to visit me. Like, where am I going to have my kids go to when it's, like, my trip is done? And if I rent a house, my payment's going to be higher or the same amount as what my payment is now as far as my mortgage payment, and then you have to pay all the same utility. Anyways, the whole thing doesn't make sense for me to get rid of it. So I'm keeping it, and that is stressful to a degree. And I don't love it. It's making it difficult for me to do the things that I want to do, like super chill. But it's fine because I've pretty much figuring that shit out, and money's rolling in now, and yeah, I'm gonna dry fast. I've been dry fasting. I was doing rolling 48s, which is fine. It was maintaining me, but I want to lose, you know, that extra skin. So I've now pushed it to 72s. And I'm not doing 72s rolling, but I am doing 72s once a week. So I don't know exactly how to do it. I might do like a 72 and then 48. Just because when I have my kids, I like to go take them to do stuff, and that involves me loading bikes and paddle boards, unloading them, and feeding my little humans, and carrying them and their thing. Like, there's a lot of energy being exerted. So I do like to eat, you know, not overeat, of course, but just normal 1 meal a day type thing. When they're with me. So if they were never with me, I'll eat the schmeezy lemon peasy, like, eat no big D. And I do love to go to, like, restaurants once in a great while, but you can't even go to them now. Like, I want to go sit in the restaurant and just, like, be there so I can have something to do that's outside my house, right? So if I'm gonna go eat out, I want to eat out. And that's not on the table right now because of the coronavirus-y thing. So I do go on hikes and whatever, but I don't take snacks or water. I just dry fast hike. So yeah, we'll see how my progress goes on my skin shrinkage. It's doing good. It's working on it. And sun tanning. I tell you, sun tanning is so important. Not over tanning. Like, know your skin type and read my article on sun tanning at wildmotherswisdom.com. But that really helps heal up the skin, actually, as long as it's done correctly. If you're a whitey that belongs in Europe, where it's mostly raining and wintry, well, ding dong, don't overdo it. You're gonna bad stuff, and I don't really know the extent of bad stuff, but you definitely want to acclimate yourself slowly, at least, and not be charring your skin. But I do believe that you're not going to get skin cancer if you're not a dumbass exposing yourself to all these chemicals and shit. Regardless of how much sun you get, your skin just won't be like super glowy, maybe, or whatever. Like, I get too much sun. I'm bullshit. I get too much sun for my skin type. And it's not that I'm gonna get cancer or any bullshit thing like that. But my skin just looks a little bit too tanned and leathery and shit. But I don't really care, because I'm just trying to have fun in the sun, and I'm not gonna let I don't care what I look like. That's the point. I don't care what I look like. I care about having fun. And so, you know, I'll cover myself up and shit. But yeah, sometimes that's a pain in the ass, and I don't do it to the levels that would probably be best for my full, most amazing glow. And I don't get as much sleep as I need either, because I'm too busy wanting to have fun. So I've been working on that. Like, come on, lady, sleep more. The fun will be there when you wake up. And you'll be cuter when you wake up. So now all I need, what's also been kicking my ass is my child. Oh my God, taking care of a little kid is like exhausting. It's 24/7, like what an F. And they're little narcissists, right? So they drain you the same way a narcissist does, actually. And when you're already burned out on narcissist, then your kids just add to that fight at the deeper levels. So I'm really looking forward to being able to take my little boy to his daddy. My daddy have a turn. Oh, then I'm gonna super chill, so much sleeping, doing what the fuck ever. It's gonna be so good. So yeah, money's rolling in now, so I can save up for that. I need to laser focus on that. He doesn't want to take care of kids, but he'll learn, and he loves this child, so he'll be fine. And his family will help him out. So it'll be good. And then I can have my Peru adventure at last. I'm gonna be there like a month, just to like super chill and make sure that these people are not psychos. Which is probably a bad idea because I'm really picky and protective of my kids. But if I can do it, then I'll leave my child there. It's gonna be, then the healing's gonna be like double time, boom. When I can finally rest from him. So right now, like I'm chilling and I went on a hike and whatever, but I have to go home and I have to change his diaper and I have to feed him and shit, and then he whines and cries and that shit's freaking exhausting and stressful. So it's not the same as like when I lost all that weight before. I was actually on my first epic adventure, border wall adventure, by myself. And I was just like, zero stress, totally doing me, my way, my flow, like seeing all these amazing things. They were bringing me enormous joy. It was great. And so enormous, like I just went from like old as fuck, fat lady to like, what? Nothing ever happened to me. It was really good. So that's the plan again. As soon as I can get baby to baby daddy. Baby daddy stressed me out, to be honest, but maybe I'll stay less time. But I want to go scale Machu Picchu and stuff. I'll check that out. So we'll see. I can put up with him. I'm getting better at dealing with the shit. So yeah, saving up for that. And continuing to dry fast. As a lifestyle, this isn't something that you just do and then lose weight and then stop. No, then you're just gonna get bad again. And this is not anorexia. This is like micromanage. Don't be a dumbass. You know, feeding yourself too much. We're not supposed to eat every day. We're not supposed to drink water or any liquids. Any and every liquids every day. So I think it's about finding that perfect flow just for you. So I was really tired yesterday, and after I painted the ceiling of this room that I'm renting. That was a lot of work. And so of course I wanted to eat after that. But I didn't, and I just went to sleep instead. And I felt like shit, and I really wanted to eat. Like my body was like screaming for food. And I was like, nope, we're doing the 72. We already ate a lot, you know, for the weekend. And my kids were at my house. They were great, delicious meals. And now we're gonna fast. We decided that we're gonna fast. So we're going tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make it till 9, but I'm gonna make it as far as I can. And probably won't make it till 9 just because I wanna be to bed by then. So I'll probably eat, 5-ish or whatever is a reasonable amount before bedtime. So I'll just peace out now, but I want to talk about dry fasting, and that's what I've been doing the past 5 years and have gotten great, amazing results, and highly recommend it. If you need any guidance or any questions, you can go to my website and just hit the email me thingy. And there's a questionnaire, whatever, just don't answer it. Just say whatever you want to say. I don't know. I've never tried to email myself, so I don't know what it's like. But don't worry about it too much. Just shoot me your questions through there. That's the best place, because I'm really bad at looking at my YouTube stuff. I don't think anyone's even commented on any of my videos. But if they have, I wouldn't see it anyways, to be honest. So, like, I've received emails that there's been comments. I'm not gonna do that, okay? It's too much work. So, I don't want to hear, like, the potential bullshit either. I don't waste my energy on that. So, if you have something that's, like, an actual question and positive of wanting to implement and do dry fasting, then email me. If you want to bitch about it and shoot it down, then don't, because I'll just ignore you. I don't care. Like, I know what I know. I've done it now for long enough. I'm fully confident in what I'm spewing, which is my new thing. Like, do something for long enough to where you're sure. Not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, not a few months, 5 years. 5 years, okay? Do something for 5 years, and if it keeps working after 5 years, then you know you're onto something. Because so many times I tried different vegan things and whatever, and I'd be barfing about how great it was, and then a week later I was like, boom, nothing. Sucked again. Not necessarily, putting things out there like I am now for everyone to be able to see, but just personally in my personal life, which is embarrassing. So I'm really glad that nobody listened to me, that I know of anyways. Not very many listened to me, because I was full of shit. I was listening to other people tell me that something was a thing and then repeating it with no proof of my own, what do they call that? Without any of my own anecdotal evidence. Like, how stupid is that? Extremely stupid. So I don't do that anymore. Now I really try things out before I talk about them, and so that's why I haven't done much, if anything, on the dry fasting. And that's to lose weight, but also to lose disease, and also for spiritual enlightenment and keeping healthy once you get yourself to health. So that's one of the main things I've been doing. Dry fasting. Do it. Okay? Peace out. Mwah.